All right, so today we're going to be talking about some different factoring techniques. We'll kind of be reviewing some of those factoring techniques here. Remember, when we are factoring, we're talking about rewriting an expression as a product. So if we ever want to check our work, we're going to be checking it using multiplication. Some things are not going to be able to be factored. If it's not possible to factor, we say that it's prime, just like a number that only has the factors of itself and 1, like 7 or 13. The first type of factoring is the type that we should always check for. It's called greatest common factor, and that means we're looking at all of the terms of a problem and determining if there's anything in common to each of the terms that could be factored out as that GCF. Think of this like undoing distribution. So I'm going to do number 5 with you here. I'm going to look first at the coefficients and consider if there's any common factors. Obviously, 1 is a common factor to both, but 5 is also a common factor since 5 can go into itself, and 5 can also divide evenly into 25. So I'm going to make a note of that out front of my parentheses that I'm going to be writing. You can also think of dividing both of the terms by whatever we decide the GCF to be. So I'll mark 5 as what I'm going to divide by here as well. Then I look at the variables. For x squared and x, those both have a common factor of x. So I'm going to take that out as well, or divide that out. So I'll mark that up front. So this is going to be the part that's my GCF. I'm going to divide 5x squared by 5x, which would leave me with just x. Another way you can think about that is think 5x times what would get me back to 5x squared, and fill in that what here in that first term. And then similarly, I'm going to divide 25 by 5, x by x. That's going to leave me with just minus 5. And that's just from the 25 and 5. And then again, I can check this by distributing or by multiplying. So 5x times x would get me back to 5x squared. 5x times negative 5 would get me back to negative 25x. So that's going to be the factored form of this original expression.